Imagine a world where the most crucial events in human history took a different course. In this video, we will explore an alternate version of the Bible's history, one in which Jesus was neither judged nor crucified. In the 1st century, during a turbulent period, Jesus of Nazareth began preaching messages of love, compassion, and redemption. His voice was firm, yet full of compassion. He spoke about the kingdom of God, about love for others, justice, and forgiveness. His words echoed through the alleys and narrow streets, drawing curious glances. Some stepped closer, captivated by the simplicity and power of his message. He looked into every face, every gaze lost in the worries of daily life, and continued. "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." But in this narrative, we will consider what might have happened if he had been able to escape judgment. Let's imagine that when brought before Pontius Pilate, Jesus used his wisdom and empathy to connect with the Roman governor. He exposes the hypocrisy of the accusations and provokes a reflection in Pilate about justice and mercy. Pilate asks, "Do you consider yourself the king of the Jews?" Jesus responds with clarity, "My kingdom is not of this world, but in the justice and love I offer to all." The man standing before him did not look like a criminal. His gaze was serene, without fear or defiance. Yet the priests demanded his condemnation. "I find no guilt in this man," he declared, his voice echoing through the hall. Moved, Pilate decides to release Jesus, realizing there is no reason to condemn him. The crowd gathered in the square, their eyes filled with uncertainty and curiosity. Among whispers and murmurs, the news spread, Jesus of Nazareth would not be condemned. "This is absurd," muttered a stern-faced Pharisee. "How can Pilate set him free?" "But what if he really is a prophet?" questioned another, hesitantly. His words, "There's something in them. Something that makes us think." Nearby, a group of scribes spoke in hushed tones. "If he continues preaching freely, he may gain even more followers," one of them said, concerned. "But what if we are wrong?" countered another, casting a troubled glance at the crowd. Some said it was a sign from God, others believed it was merely a political maneuver by Pilate. Amid the murmurs, ordinary citizens also exchanged their thoughts. A call for peace echoes through the crowd, and instead of demanding crucifixion, people begin gathering to listen to his teachings. With his freedom, Jesus resumes his ministry, performing miracles, preaching love for one's neighbor, and bridging conflicts between Jews and Romans. The message of God's new kingdom spreads like wildfire. Social tensions begin to ease. The impact of his teachings reverberates throughout the Roman Empire. However, this new era of hope also faces resistance. Religious leaders see Jesus as a threat and conspire to discredit his message. But instead of persecution, they are led into dialogue. The religious leaders gathered in the temple courtyard, still in disbelief over Pilate's decision. "Pilate may have set you free, but that does not mean you are right before God," he said. "You challenge the law, associate with sinners, and claim authority to forgive sins. Who do you think you are?" Jesus looked at them with serenity, his voice gentle yet firm. "I did not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. The Father desires mercy, not empty sacrifices. You know the scriptures, but your hearts are hardened. You clean the outside of the cup, but inside you are full of hypocrisy and injustice. You preach the truth, yet refuse to see it when it stands before your eyes. I tell you, the kingdom of God is not a temple made by human hands, but is among those who love and serve with a pure heart. I did not come to bring division, but truth." Silence fell over the courtyard. Some of the religious leaders looked away, overcome by doubt. Others clenched their fists, still determined to oppose him. The impact of Jesus without crucifixion transforms not only Judea but the entire Western world. Communities gather in love and solidarity, and the message of peace drives significant social change. The kingdom of God is not distant. It is among you, in every act of compassion, in every heart that seeks the truth. Men, women, and children drew near, moved by the simplicity and depth of his words. The sick were healed, the afflicted found comfort, and even the religious leaders began to question their certainties. Jesus looked at the crowd and smiled. God's love was alive there, transforming the world without the need for sacrifice. Without the shadow of condemnation, his message spread even more powerfully. Jews and Romans listened with respect, and the divisions began to dissolve in the face of the truth he preached. He spoke about the kingdom of God, about love for others, justice, and forgiveness. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. This alternate version invites us to reflect on the importance of dialogue, compassion, and the ability to change the course of history. What do you think would have happened if Jesus' message had prevailed without sacrifice? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories and reflections on faith and spirituality. Warning: this video is not intended to disrespect anyone's faith or alter the history of the Bible. Our goal is to present a study based on different historical perspectives, exploring events from new angles. Please receive this content with an open mind and mutual respect.